Hey everybody, Brian here with BPS Customs, and before we get into today's video, I just want to remind everybody that I am holding a giveaway. It's my 100 subscriber giveaway, and yes, I still am a ways away from that, but the point of the giveaway is to encourage people to come and visit the channel and subscribe, follow me on Twitter, all those good things, kind of grow the brand, grow the channel. But in order to enter the giveaway and win my cool stuff that I'm giving away, you have to go to a video I made about a week ago. It's titled NZXT Hue Plus or Pentium G 4400 giveaway, and in there I give all the details about how to enter and how to win. But today's video is going to be all about this. This is the NZXT Manta. This is the latest case from manufacturer NZXT. They are very well known in the PC space for making fantastic enclosures. The H440 might be the most popular case on the market right now. The S340 is actually a fantastic smaller version of the H440. The popularity seems to stem from a couple different things. Build quality is generally very good. NZXT provides things that other case manufacturers might kind of overlook. Things like built-in fan hubs, power supply shrouds, grommets on all of the openings, things of that nature. It seems that because NZXT is focusing on the intermediate market, and bringing these features that are usually found in high-end cases down to the intermediate market, they are really growing their brand and becoming a force in the case manufacturing industry. So this is their latest case. This is their mini ITX enclosure. This is the Manta, and I got the white version. This is actually going to be the case that I use for client build 36, and there will be a video based or video of that build. Along with, I think there'll probably be a couple videos of the build because it's going to be a water-cooled system, and I think I'm going to do a couple different iterations to try to basically break down the parts of the build versus build itself versus making the water cooling. So those videos will be coming up pretty shortly because I actually think I'm probably going to be able to get to that build on Sunday. So hopefully maybe early next week you'll see something coming your way as far as that build goes. So with this case, NZXT is kind of exploring a new space in the enclosures market. This is a high-end case, make no mistake. This comes in at a price point of $140 US, which is, for a mini ITX case, it's high. I mean, a lot of people gave NZXT a lot of flack about it when it came out, just because the price point is pretty far and above any other competing mini ITX enclosures. The thing is, a lot of reviews have come out saying that, you know what, oh, well, look at that, look who joined us. A lot of reviews have come out saying, you know what, this case is worth it. You know, it provides a lot of features that aren't normally found on mini ITX cases. Build quality is supposedly fantastic. And, the price is, for the most part, justified, although it does slot into the enthusiast range versus the regular consumer range. So what I want to do is unbox this, take a quick look at it, and show you the NZXT Manta. Okay, so here it is. I've unboxed it and skipped the whole, actual unboxing portion of this because who wants to see me open a cardboard box? But here it is. This is, it feels super, super solid. Now you would expect that from an enthusiast grade case, but a lot of times where manufacturers do skimp is on the construction materials that they're using, the thickness of the aluminum, things like side supports and things of that nature. And my cat just won't leave me alone. This is not the case here. This is a super solid case. There is no flex that I could see or that I could feel. As you can see, the top, side, and front panels are all curved, and that's part of the appeal of this case because it does have a unique aesthetic. Loki, what are you doing up here, buddy? You gotta get out of here. So a lot of people are looking into this case because they want something to put on their desk that's going to look unique. And I'll give it to NZXT. The look they've created is beautiful, especially in this white version of this case. All the panels do come off. The back panels are have captive thumb screws, and what you do is after you unscrew them, there we go. You push them back. You push the panel back, and the door slides right off. Now inside, you notice what I said before about the power supply shroud. Now this is not something that was standard fare on any cases, even as much as a year or two ago. NZXT is really the manufacturer that's pushing these to market and really creating demand for something that provides this kind of pleasing aesthetic. Now this NZXT logo does light up. There is a button in the back to control that. But as you can see, it has shrouds on the inside for your cable routing. The two SSD trays, and this has actually become a point of contention for some people about this case, is that the way these trays are mounted in the case, along with this cable routing shroud, is that you have to mount your SSDs upside down. Now, if you have an SSD that has vertical lettering on it, I guess it doesn't really matter. But if you have SSDs that have horizontal lettering, like the Samsung 850s, it could create a little bit of a, if you're kind of anal about the way your SSDs look, it could create a little bit of a problem. I don't know if I call it a problem, but some people don't like their SSDs being mounted upside down. But as you can see, the case comes with one 120 millimeter fan in the rear. And it comes with two 120 millimeter fans in the front and plenty of radiator support along the top, front, and back. The back of the case, as you can see, you have your power supply mount down here, your I/O panel here, and your GPU mounts actually are external. So you have these little screws that go in on the back. You don't have to worry about fiddling with screws inside of your case to try to loosen them up to get your graphics card out, which is a nice touch with a mini ITX enclosure because space is at such a premium that sometimes it's hard to get your tools in there and you don't really want to have to bother with that. So this is a nice touch. I do like that. The switch controls these LEDs which shine down onto the I/O panel. It also controls the shroud, the light on the shroud. Now you can fit full-size power supplies in here, and NZXT has designed the case so that you can use even as high as like an EVGA 1600 watt power supply. There is plenty of length to this shroud. The only thing that you'd run into is perhaps a problem with cable routing if you're also running a radiator with any kind of depth to it that could really push the limits of the space you have here, and you don't want your cables running into that. I'd recommend a standard ATX power supply for this. And that you should be just fine. Moving around to the front of the case, you can see it is pretty bare. There are clearly no 5 1/4 inch bays in this case. The front I/O has two USB 3s, a headphone, microphone, and that's it. There is also a light up top that indicates power, hard drive activity. But the outside of the case is otherwise very bare. And that's by design by NZXT. They wanted to keep it simple. They wanted the focus to be on the curved panels and not necessarily on any crazy blingy accessories on the outside of the case. So as I said, I am going to be building in this case. So I don't yet have the experience to comment on what it's like to build in here, but just taking a look at it and kind of visualizing where I want to put everything, it seems like there should be plenty of room to do things. The one concern that I do have is where I'm going to mount the pump and reservoir combo, because I'm going to be using an EK 100 millimeter reservoir, which is small. It's only about this big, but it does have a pump attached at the bottom, and the pump generally mounts with screws up through the bottom into the feet. And I was planning on perhaps mounting it here. There isn't any space to do that here. However, there are mounts down below for for hard drive cages, and you could potentially attach a bracket there and then mount the pump and res there. The only problem if I do that, excuse me, the only problem if I do that is that if I'm working with a short pump and res, it would have to be incredibly short to fit down there, which is probably not going to be the case. So I'm going to need to work on this, where exactly I'm going to put things, but that's kind of my own thing that I'm going to need to take on. I guess that's about it. I am looking forward to building in this case. It is a super solid, super attractive case. It is pricey for a mini ITX case, so if you are in the market for a small enclosure, just keep that in mind. Are the aesthetics worth it for you? Because that's really what you're paying for here, is the curved aesthetic and things of that nature. Is it worth it for you to spend the extra money in order to get this unique desk piece? And that's really just the question you have to answer before going ahead and making this purchase. Like I said, I am going to be building in this case starting probably on Sunday. This is going to be client build 36, and hopefully it comes out pretty neat. It's going to be green build, so we're going to have some green cables, green pastel coolant, and then the video card is going to be a reference design GTX 970, so it's going to have the green LEDs on the side. Thumbs up if you like this video. Leave a comment down below about something that maybe I missed, or if you have a question about the case that I could answer. But once again, enter the contest, the giveaway that I'm running, and perhaps win yourself a Hue Plus or a new Pentium Skylake processor. But that's it. Once again, I'm Brian, BPS Customs. Thanks for watching. See you next time.